Hello everyone and welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. On today's video we've got a cow who doesn't want to put any weight on her right front foot. So let's get this foot picked up, see if we can figure out where the problem is. Now the first thing I notice when I pick this foot up is this swollen inside claw. That is going to be where the source of the problem is. Now the first thing you probably noticed when I picked that foot up was all of that straw and debris packed into the bottom of it. That is actually from the pen behind me. We put this straw and sawdust down in some other places just to dry the feed out, make sure it's a nice dry environment so the cows don't slip coming into the chute, and that's why it's on the feet. But we're going to get that cleaned off now so you can get a better look exactly where this problem lies. Now that we've got that straw removed, we can see where that problem lies. So let's get into this trim. So I've been asked to explain where the white line in the claw is a little bit clearer. So I'm going to do that now with the Sharpie. It's this gray line, actually, that extends all the way along the toe and then up that inside wall as well. Now this defect right here, notice where it is right now. I'm going to put a mark on the sole showing where the top of that defective mark is in the sole right now. That is actually not where the lesion is. The lesion is going to be much higher than that. But this is going to help us explain how these form. They form from the inside, and it's going to be obvious once we get to work on this. Now when a cow doesn't want to put weight on a foot, it's usually because there's pressure built up inside that claw. And that's what you're going to see right now. I think we can all imagine the relief this must bring. Now we need to find the source. But pay attention to that mark that I drew on the sole of that claw. That was marking the top edge of that imperfection in the sole. But that's not where the lesion is going to be. It's actually going to be higher. We're going to uncover that now. Notice the relationship of those two marks now, and we're not done yet. Now look where that mark is. And that's where we're first encountering corium disturbance. Now what's the significance of this whole thing that I'm trying to point out here? It's that these defects actually start from the inside of the foot, not from the outside in. What happens is as that foot is growing, something happens where that white line doesn't form correctly. It doesn't attach that sole and that outside wall correctly. So we end up with a void there, a slight imperfection, a perforation in that white line. And ultimately, when that foot grows out all the way and that crack becomes exposed to the outer elements, that's what allows the bacteria to get into that claw and ultimately infect that corium. And this is kind of evidence of that. You can see how that mark, when we first started, was way down the foot. There was no other imperfections in that sole whatsoever, except way down there. And then ultimately, we've got an area here that opens up way up higher than that, just showing that that is starting from a grow point inside the foot. As that foot grows out, that mark is going to work its way down toward the toe, and that's what we're seeing here. Now, if this is your first experience with a hoof trimming video, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean up this other claw. I'm going to glue a rubber block to that claw. And what that's going to do, it's going to elevate that injured claw off the ground. It's going to allow her to put all of that weight on that good claw, giving that injured claw time to rest and to recuperate. And the white powder that I'm applying now is called Salicylic Acid. That's just going to help prevent any bacteria from colonizing in that area, make sure we get a nice speedy recovery with this foot. I'm going to put a wrap on that to hold that in place, and this girl is ready to go. And if you want to follow along and see how she recovered, hit that subscribe button and you'll get updates when I post new videos of her updates and others. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.